Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL, Inspirations for Your Life. It's so wonderful to be with you guys this evening, early actually today. If you're new, you're going to see a QR code at the top right-hand corner of your screen. Just use your phone. Take your phone app, very simple to launch. Point it to the QR code. You'll see the little yellow link. Click on that. That'll take you to my link tree with lots of great information to help you become a better version of yourself. You know how we roll? Every Saturday, we start with a new master topic. We roll all the way through the week to Friday. And I want to thank those wonderful people, colleagues and associates of mine that are always here for me and been following us for so long. Really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And hopefully some of the new people will become loyal just like all of you have been. Let's get to our master topic, shall we, John? Yes, we shall. Understanding truisms. Now, this sounds crazy, doesn't it? Truisms. Truisms started many, many years ago. And what they do is they give us something to latch on to. That's really what they do. They give us something to latch on to. And so when we say we have something to latch on to, then we have a way to find our way, right? We have a way to find our way. But how do we find our way if we don't know where we're going? Well, I think the biggest challenge is that people don't understand what they don't know. They don't understand what they don't know. What do you mean, John? Well, let's examine a truism, shall we? Truisms. What is a truism? We said it's a statement that is obviously true and says nothing new or interesting and is probably false. Could be true, could be false. So now the question you might say to me, John, is who uses truisms? They're used a lot by authors. They're used a lot in philosophy, right? We see them in many writings, right? We always hear the phrase, life isn't fair. You must be to become. What the heck does all that mean? So what I want to do is dissect some more truisms of philosophy. There are a lot of them. Truisms are used in philosophy. They really are. I think because it has a way of getting us to be where we are now and propelling us just a little bit more forward in the future. So if you said to me, John, this is the way it has to be, is that a truism? No. If I said, this is the way it is, and this is the way it'll be, and that has to be right. No, it doesn't. So I want to go back to this top list of, I'll call them truisms, okay? And so there are a lot of business truisms that we hear about every single day in our life, okay? And these truisms are not wrong, they're not right. If you don't know, say so. If you don't know what you're talking about, stop talking. It really has no rhyme or reason. Whether negotiation is strong or weak depends entirely on your goals. That might mean absolutely nothing. Don't jump ship before you hit the iceberg. What the heck does that even mean? Right? What does it even mean? Anger is never about what you think you're angry about. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Confidence comes from success. Knowledge comes from failure. Does it? Not necessarily. If you protect your domain or CYA, that's all you'll accomplish. Success is based on the current behavior, not your past performance. A whole is a subjective noun. If you're miserable, quit and do something else. If you're still miserable, then it must be you. No, these things don't really have any rhyme or reason to them. If you're not passionate about what you're doing, you won't be successful. Yes, a lot of times people say that, but is that 100% true? No, you could still be successful even if you're not passionate. You'll be more successful if you are passionate. When you have problems with others, look inside yourself for answers. Okay, it could be true and it might not, depending on the person, the situation, and their beliefs and what they think. The workplace is about business, not you. Does that really mean anything? Or is that just a oxymoron of confusion? Conflict is healthy. Anger is not. Get some help for that. No matter how smart you are, wisdom only comes from experience. Whine and complain all you want. Nobody gives a crap. What's it even supposed to mean? You can BS others, but you really can't BS yourself. The boss isn't always right, but he or she'll still be the boss. Doesn't prove anything. The customer isn't always right, but he or she is still the customer. Does this make you want to live your life differently? I don't really think so. I don't really think so. People want something they can grab onto. That's what they want. But when the truth is not what they expect, then they decide that it's probably not a good thing to do. Let's look at some more. You need to learn to love yourself before you can love somebody else. I mean, it has some rhyme, but does it really mean that it's true? Well, we always say you should love yourself first, but you could love another. It's a possibility. What goes around comes around. Remember, a truism is an undoubted or self-evident truth, especially one too obvious to even bother to mention. You have to let it go. It's truly yours. It will return. You have to let them go. If they are truly yours, they will return. If you really want something, the whole universe will conspire in your favor. You know, people say there's luck in the world. I want to come from the premise that you create your own luck. You create your own success. Success comes from somebody who is relentless and wants to keep doing it over and over and over again. Now, not doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, changing the way you do something so that you will get different results. A penny saved is a penny earned. Don't worry, you weren't meant to be together. There's someone for everyone. What does a narcissist believe that is actually completely false? I never lie. For some reason, we're brainwashed to think if you're not a thug or an idiot, you're not a person of color enough. If you go to school, make good grades, speak intelligently, and don't break the law, then you must not be a person of color. Now, that's wrong. That's racist. Prejudice. What myths do we mostly commonly realize are false? Maybe in our 20s. Nicotine and alcohol are not habit forming. I can stop consumption at will, as long as you're not addicted, right? I'll find my life partner on my own. Ours is an arranged marriage. I will master and fluently speak English as I grow up. I'm still struggling. I'll lose my stage fear when I grow up. I haven't overcome it. I'll sail through California as I had done so far with good score. I barely scraped through. I will never become out of shape. I'm sporty and enjoying my beer belly. I will never take a government job. I'm working in a government-owned company for the last 32 years. How do you know that all you claim is false and that it actually is false? Something that has lost value in the world of ours is the value of personal points of view or perspective. You don't know because you can't not know what 100% is. But I'm going to share something with you tonight that I think will kind of blow your mind. A perspective, a viewpoint. We've talked about the number 6, the number 9. If I look at it one way, it's a 6. If I look another way, it's a 9. If I think about a moving train, and when the train or plane is taking off at light speeds, people want to get on it. When it's not even moving, people won't even lift a finger to move toward it. Is that perspective? Is that the Joneses theory? What is it? I think it's the fact that nobody wants to be part of something in the beginning. Nobody wants to roll up their sleeves and do what's needed. That's sad, but it is the truth. How do I know this? I've been in many groups, many organizations, and people always want to be at something when they know it's a win. But a lot of times they don't want to get involved with something if they don't think it's going to be a win, right? That's probably the most important thing. And so when we think about that analogy of the bus or the plane, people will risk their lives to get on a moving train or plane, but they won't even bear to breathe close to one that isn't moving. Here's another one. What is the most dangerously false but commonly held belief? Not eating helps you burn fat. It's wrong. Your body needs fat to burn. It needs a certain amount of carbs. The alphabet song, Twinkle Twinkle and Ba Ba Black Sheep, have the same tune. Twinkle Twinkle, have you any wool? HIJKLMNOP. The word alphabet comes from alpha, beta. The word fortnight is derived from 14 nights. A sitcom is a situational comedy. I felt like a fool when I found out. There are a lot of false statements in history. Natives came here by Bering Strait. Most archaeologists don't agree anymore. Natives never did. Columbus discovered America. So the question is, did Columbus discover America? since today is Columbus Day. In fact, the truth is Columbus did not discover North America. He was the first European to sight the Bahamas archipelago, and then the island later named Hispaniola, now split into Haiti and the Dominican Republic. On his subsequent voyages, he went further south to Central and South America. So, who did discover America? It was not Christopher Columbus. Who was it? Columbus was among the last explorers to reach the Americas, not the first. 500 years before Columbus, a very daring band of Vikings led by Leif Erikson set foot in North America and established it as a settlement. But you see, we don't get told that. We know today is Columbus Day, but Columbus didn't discover America. The Vikings did. So when you hear something from people, and I know you want to take it as being truthful, you want to believe it, I ask you to do your own research, because you might be just falling into the myth that so many other people have, that because the Joneses said so, it must be true. And it's not. And we learn that every day with truisms, because they can be very dangerous. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, been a pleasure, been an honor to be with you this amazing evening, talking more about truisms and talking about Columbus discovering America, which he did not. The Vikings discovered America. I hope you guys will like, love, and support my channel. And of course, I would really appreciate if you'd comment below. Are you starting to understand truisms? Do you use them in your daily life? Tag your friends, colleagues, and associates. Share this out with everyone you know on social media. And then be sure to, yes, go to my YouTube channel, John Space C Space MORLEY Space Serial Entrepreneur, and look for that key phrase, help keep our content free. And make the choice, ladies and gentlemen, to buy my team and I a savory cup of hot chocolate, a refreshing beverage, or perhaps a nice slice of watermelon. Either way, we'll be grateful with those pennies and dollars. We'll invest them into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping, motivational, inspirational content to fuel your life, to become a better version of yourself if you really want to. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow with another great episode on understanding truisms. Take care, everyone.